Are you planning your next Mexico vacation? Are you looking for somewhere new and exciting to visit? Well, if so, you're in luck, because in this installment of Viewcation, we're going to be taking you on a tour of some of Mexico's best vacation destinations. Mexico City. Seeing as how this city is Mexico's capital and its largest metropolitan area, it shouldn't surprise anyone that it's also one of the best places to visit when vacationing in Mexico. It's home to a staggering 20 million people and is famous for its striking landscapes, diverse and lively culture, and for its centuries-old architecture. This landlocked city is always busy. In fact, you might initially find it a bit overwhelming, but after you get over the culture shock, you'll find that Mexico City is one of the most stimulating urban centers in North America. There's always something to do from dusk till dawn, and if you're itching for a party, Mexico City's nightlife scene is a whole world of fun. Whether you're into enjoying a luxurious evening sipping on craft cocktails and nibbling on appetizers, or you prefer bar hopping with your friends, there's an exciting nighttime adventure waiting for just about everyone in Mexico City. Flying into Mexico City is an adventure of its own. From your plane window, even before you touch down, you'll see an enormous, sprawling urban jungle surrounded on all sides by towering mountains and volcanoes. Once you've made your way into the city, there are countless places to explore, all of which offer different experiences. If you head to the neighborhood of Condesa, you'll find lush parks and well-manicured gardens. For trendy streets filled with colorful street art and a popping nightlife scene, visit Roma. There are plenty of hostels and hotels to choose from, and the sheer number of restaurants is almost too much to comprehend. A recent trend has been vegan cuisine, but you can find just about any style of food that you're craving. Our favorite grub in town, however, has to be the cheap and delicious street food vendors. Oaxaca City. There are many exciting things to do in Oaxaca City. You just need to know where to start. A great place to start is by taking a stroll around the city's center. Since it's been declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, you really should take some time to admire the architecture, churches, and vibrant colors. Oaxaca City looks almost something like you'd see in a fictional movie set. You might even catch yourself wondering if you've walked into a fairy tale. Words don't do it justice. You'll have to visit and see what the hype is about. The best time of year to visit the city is during Dia de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead. The city comes alive with celebration and festivities. But if you can't make it then, no worries, because there are many more remarkable things to see and do in the area. A few of the best attractions in Oaxaca City include the Zocalo, botanical gardens, the museums, and the various street markets. If you have time, we recommend checking out the Hierbe el Agua. This popular spot can be reached by taking a 45-minute bus ride out of the city. Here you'll find breathtaking beauty unlike anything you've ever seen, including thermal pools and a frozen waterfall. Isla Holbox. This lovely little island, located in Yucatan, is perfect if you're looking for someplace less crowded to enjoy a beach getaway. Only a small portion of Holbox is inhabited, so there's plenty of virgin nature to explore. Cars aren't allowed on the island, so the main way to get around is via golf cart. Carts can be rented, or you can always call a golf cart taxi if you need help getting someplace. The nature of Isla Holbox is really the main draw. You can see marine life like whale sharks, manta rays, and flamingos, even glowing bioluminescent plankton. The best way to experience all of this is by taking a boat tour. There are quite a few to choose from, depending on what you're hoping to see. Likewise, you could also always choose to go swimming, snorkeling, or scuba diving to get up close and personal with the marine wildlife. The beaches there look like something straight off a postcard. The sea is almost always calm, so it's a great spot for swimming regardless of your skill level. While you won't find large resort chains and familiar restaurants on the island, there are many smaller boutique hotels and independently owned and operated restaurants and cafes to choose from. Uxmal. Uxmal is a Mayan archaeological site that's actually part of the Ruta Puc. It's also one of the best spots in Yucatan to visit. If you're planning a vacation that involves more than just lounging on the beach, sipping on a cocktail, you should definitely consider visiting. The surrounding nature that the ancient buildings are nestled in is dramatically beautiful. If you keep your eyes open, you might spot an iguana or two. The easiest way to access Uxmal is from Mérida. From there, you can hop aboard the Ruta Puc bus or join a tour group. Long ago, Uxmal boasted a population of more than 25,000 people. Nowadays, all that remains are the weathered stone buildings of a people who have long since vanished. Tulum. Tulum at one point was considered a hidden gem, but in the past few decades it's become one of the most popular tourist destinations. Even though it can get quite crowded during peak summer season, it's still a special place. And despite having grown into an extremely popular destination, rivaling places like Cancun and Playa del Carmen, it has still managed to retain a lot of its fiercely independent personality. In between spending time at the beach or one of the island's many resorts, we recommend venturing out to see the Tulum archaeological site. Here you'll find some of the most picturesque Mayan ruins perched high upon a cliff about the emerald blue Caribbean Sea. Playa del Carmen. Playa del Carmen is a vacation destination that has it all. It's home to white sand beaches, killer cuisine, a bustling nightlife, and an endless number of things to see and do. Sure, it's one of the most crowded and touristy places in all of Mexico, but as long as you go into it knowing what to expect, you're sure to enjoy yourself. One of our favorite things to do is check out the cenotes. These natural water-filled sinkholes are begging for you to just put on your swimsuit and dive in. Just outside town is Cenote Azul. This cenote is tucked away in lush tropical vegetation. You'll be getting strong jungle vibes when splashing about in the water, and we can't think of a better way to cool off and take a much-needed reprieve from the blistering Caribbean heat. Over on Playa del Carmen's 5th Avenue, you'll find a ton of bars, restaurants, clubs, and shops to explore. It's the perfect place to go at the end of a long day at the beach. Cozumel. If you're not looking to spend time at one of Mexico's iconic party cities, like Playa del Carmen or Cancun, then come relax on this comparably quiet, beautiful island. It's the perfect beach vacation destination for travelers on a tight budget. You'll feel like you're on some Hawaiian island when visiting Cozumel, but everything is essentially half off. You can easily spend days snorkeling, hiking through eco parks, exploring Mayan ruins, sampling delicious food, or scuba diving on one of the most gorgeous coral reefs on the planet. Cozumel is nothing short of a seaside paradise. Puerto Vallarta. Whether you love working on your tan at the beach, getting lost in nature, or exploring a lively city while immersing yourself in its culture, Puerto Vallarta has a little something for everyone. At first glance, it seems a lot like any other popular Mexican resort town. But after making your arrival, you'll discover there's a rich culture and immediately recognizable magnetic energy that pulses through the region. The city is bursting with markets, galleries, music venues, cafes, street food vendors, and fabulously friendly people. It leaves you with little wonder why so many expats have moved here to enjoy their retirement. Some of our favorite things to do in Puerto Vallarta include dining in Versailles, the city's foodie hub, exploring the Malecón downtown, partying it up in Zona Romantica, and hiking out to the Mirador. Every Sunday in Mojoneras, there's a traditional open-air street market that gets going around 9 a.m. Here you'll find local delicacies, handmade clothes, one-of-a-kind art pieces, secondhand goods, and souvenirs. Now it's time to hear from you. Have you ever been to Mexico before? If so, what are a few of your favorite spots in the country? If not, do you think you'll ever get there? Let us know in the comments section below.